Munster cheese. Hey, everybody! It is Thursday, and it's cheese night. Munster cheese is so good. What's your favorite cheese? Put it in comments. There's tons and tons of types of cheese out there. We learned in other shows that I shared that I love blueberry. I wish it was a blueberry cheese. That'd be really good. A blueberry. I keep saying blueberry. Blue cheese crumbles. I'm gonna have to investigate. Can blueberries and cheese go together? Let's find out. Tonight we are making grilled cheese, and it can be made with any kind of cheese. Now you may find out some facts tonight. What's not a cheese? Now most people, when they have a grilled cheese, it's with American cheese. You know, you can get either yellow or white. It comes in a saran wrap, and different people make it. You can get Kraft or whatever your favorite is. The sad part is, this is not cheese. Dun, dun, dun. Fact about cheese. This is a cheese food product. I know, it breaks your heart because it's so delicious. So what I did that for you today is I got you some facts about cheese. The modern American cheese is a type of cheese, is processed cheese made of cheddar, Colby, and other similar cheeses. It is a mild and creamy, salty flavored with a mild consistency with a low melting point. And it comes in yellow and white. We knew that. But it is seasoned and colored. So yeah, that yummy, delicious American cheese. Who cares? It's delicious. It makes great sandwiches. Now I can tell you this. We also have Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese is one of my favorites. Because, you know, I love these Swiss. They're so great people. I have a horrible accent, yes, I do. But their cheese is great. Let's see here. Swiss cheese was first manufactured in the west central regions of Switzerland. Now, you may ask, hey, Matt, why are there holes? Let me get a better one. Why are there holes in Swiss cheese? Because you don't really see them in a lot of other cheeses. What's up with that? Well, it's very easy. The Swiss cheese has holes in it because the bacteria and everything working together to create the cheese is bubbling. And as the cheese solidifies and settles, those air bubbles get trapped. And then the air eventually gets out, but it leaves a pocket there. So that's how holes are, you know, little round holes are made in all the Swiss cheese. Let's see here. In the mid-1500s, Swiss cheese was very much a big thing. People would give wheels of Swiss cheese weddings. It was all the rave around Europe. And even going back further, there was a competition kind of thing going on between the Romans and Swiss. And literally, Swiss clobbered them. The people love Swiss cheese and the flavor so much that it literally spread around the world faster than any other cheese type, which is kind of cool. Fun fact, Swiss cheese is not known as Swiss cheese in Switzerland. It is referred to as Imante in Europe. So if you want to ask for Swiss cheese, they go, what do you want? You Americans. Let's just see here. Now, I also have Colby Jack. You can't miss this. Orange and white, two different kinds of cheeses coming together. The blending of the flavors. So now, the Colby Jack, basically, Colby cheese is similar to cheddar cheese, but does not undergo the cheddaring process. I want to go into the cheddaring process. That just sounds like fun. It has a lot more seasoning. And it has a sweet, nutty flavor, and the orange color is added to it. Longhorn is the best known style of American Colby cheese. Who knew? Now, it's very important when you're going to make grilled cheese. Yeah, you can make it on any kind of bread you want. That's the great part of this. You make it your own. You can go on white bread, wheat bread, rye, whatever you want. For me, it's got to be Italian sliced bread that's fresh. Love that. And I always go to the deli, my store, and get it. They slice it for me. because I don't want to slice my bread. Come on. So now this is the important thing. Is you want, first of all, as you know, real stuff is, don't get processed anything. The butter, make sure it's real. You want to literally go edge to edge all the way around because that's what's going to be in the pan. So with that said, we're going to put one. Now the pan is on medium heat. You can hear it sizzling. The goal is to make it golden brown, not dark brown, not burnt. I know, we've all burnt them from time to time. If you burn it, that means that you're rushing it. You gotta let the bread heat up. You gotta let it take in that heat, not only into the bread, but the heat will go through the bread into the cheese. Now, the first one we're gonna make is for my mom, and she asked for Swiss, which is a good cheese to have. So what I'm going to do, because of the size of the bread, I'm actually I slice the pieces in half. So when you come over, you want to make sure you lay it down to cover most of the sandwich. You want to try to make sure that you're not putting cheese outside of the outline of the bread, because what's going to happen is it's going to melt and burn on the pan while it's cooking. So you want to be careful doing that. So you have one side that you're cooking both sides together. One side is the cheese, one does not. Right now, the heat is going through that bread, like I said, and it's starting to interact with the cheese. The cheese will start to melt. This is the hardest part people have. You gotta wait and let the heat do its job. It's gonna start heating up the bread, which will then turn golden brown, which is what we want. And once we put the two pieces together, we'll be able to flip it. And that's when it starts to get golden brown. It smells great. Let me just see here. You can test it by touching it and flipping it. Ooh, that looks so good. See how see that one right there is getting golden brown like that? That's the color you want. You want it golden brown. And this is the thing. When it comes to frying pans, the heat goes to the center and then it spreads out depending on what your element is on your stove. But it goes in the center, it spreads out. So you want to try and keep your sandwich in the center. That's where the most heat is. And again, this is my biggest thing, is take your time. Don't rush it. Let the cheese melt, let the bread, get golden brown. Again, see how golden brown that is? That's going to be perfect. So you just let it on here. And you don't have to, a lot of people will sit there and they'll actually mash it down in the pan. Don't do that. Because literally, again, you want that heat to work through the bread. It's going to start crisping the bread a little bit, turning it brown, making it delicious. The butter in it's going to melt, and it's working its way to the cheese. Every time we flip it, again, it's working its way up on that side. So that's what we want. This is the hardest thing people do, is they rush it. So just take your time. Because once you get it done, it's going to be amazing. We've gone over the cheeses while this is cooking. The buttering the bread is very important. Like I said, you can have it on any kind of bread you want. You can't go wrong, because you know why? You're making this. You know what you like. So white bread, wheat bread, rye, whatever. You can make it grilled cheese on. I was trying earlier Munster cheese. If you've never tried Munster cheese, it's funky. It's weird, but it's so weird that it's good. It takes a little bit longer to melt this. It has a higher heat temperature, but it's so good. And cheese is a dairy, and it's on the food pyramid, so it's good for you. So, looking good. You keep it on a medium heat. Again, we don't want to speed this up. We don't want any high heat on it, because all you're going to do is you're going to overheat the pan and then burn the bread, and the cheese won't be even melted. So we take our time with that. What else? Oh, again, and just because these are the guidelines to a grilled cheese, you're the cook. You can do whatever you want. If you want to take a slice of turkey and lay it in there, you can do that. Put in anything. You want to put a different kinds of cheeses, that's amazing. If you want to put a little bit of tomato sauce in there, come on, that's unreal. It's your cooking. You are the chef. You get to make whatever you want, no matter where you get the recipe from. Once you get it, it's yours. Change it, alter it the way you want to eat, and be happy. So it's almost done. I know that there are movies out there where they've made grilled cheese. Have you ever watched the movie Devil Wear Prada? They make a grilled cheese in part of the movie out of Yarsburg cheese. Yeah. First of all, that's crazy expensive cheese. So if you're gonna make a grilled cheese out of that, you eat it. The girlfriend's like, I don't want it. Yeah, done, kick her out. That's expensive cheese. And it's amazing, it'll blow your mind. Just like this much to put it in a grilled cheese, yeah, it's like a week's pay. One of the big things with cheeses, the more expensive cheeses are, it's been aged longer. It's like, I'm like wine. The longer you age it, the better it's gonna taste. And again, everything's in moderation. But like I said, cheese is good for you. It's a dairy. So I know I'm working on all my accents. So put this over here, and it looks like it's almost done. So let me get a plate. Now, the other thing is, don't be shy when it comes to, like I said, putting things in there if you want to add things. I know you can actually slice a tomato and put a tomato in there. You can do anything. That you can do anything when you're cooking because you are the master chef making your meal. So how can you be wrong? You can't. So we're gonna plate this up. Look how golden brown that is. Y'all see that? It looks so good. And you know you're doing it right because the pan is not smoking, so it's not overheated, which is a very good sign. So you keep it all, I am usually a little shy of a medium. Now, because the way my mom eats, I want to cut this in half. I make it sound like she eats different than anybody else. But as you can see, look at this. Look how good that is. So her stuff is all set. Now, I will tell you that, cooking is all about what your flavor is and what you want to make. So I hope you have a great night and make something good. And this week, I will tell you that we are going to have an entire show based on sundaes. That's right. Talking ice cream, bananas, whipped cream, chocolate, sprinkles, cherry on top, the whole works. So that's in the works now because I have to get all the supplies and, get 3 different types of ice cream. So be looking for that. But other than that, you now know all the ins and outs about grilled cheese sandwiches. So go make one, enjoy yourself. See you real soon.